I should do drugs forever. And I just hit the recording button so that's the first thing that I said. I refuse to give context.
Fair enough. You and I know what we're talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about hardcore drugs. Directly into the veins! Nowhere else!
Yeah, that's how you do it. Or no, like I've heard some people that do it in their like eyeballs and shit. I don't even know how that's possible.
I somehow I don't imagine that really gets you high.
I don't even know what drug we'd be talking about. I guess heroin.
Like, do you direct it? Do you put it under your fingernails? Somehow I don't imagine that do it either.
I don't know how that works. I have to consult a druggie about it, and frankly, I wouldn't trust their judgment.
Well, there's different kinds of drugs too. I imagine there's a sense of elitism there for some of them. I don't do none of that
Probably.
heroin. Excuse you, I do meth.
Yeah, the meth users are the really particular ones.
Yeah.
One of the jokes in not really a joke, but it's just like summarized by a character like mocking meth addicts, you know, with this language. But he says, yeah, meth addicts, they're not really the most distinguishing bunch. They're not going to care if the meth is blue or not. It's meth. They don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call it biker crank, one of the characters says.
Was that in Breaking Bad at any point?
What, specifically?
Those lines about blue and biker crank.
Oh yeah, for sure. It is Don Eladio who says, you know, he's talking to Gus.
There's a pelvis in the baby's room. Behold!
It's funny to see a pelvis just sitting right there,
Out
right
of all
under
the bones
cute
to
little
just leave
teddy
by
bear.
themselves.
Oh, what was I even saying? I'm so thrown by that.
Oh, talking about Don Eladio, yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, Don Eladio is talking to Gus and saying, you know, Gus is trying to sell him on meth being a good, product for him because they're moving cocaine, I believe. And Don Eladio is like, you know, I heard that stuff's not really good. You know, it's biker
Got
crank,
the fuse
basically.
box.
Good deal.
Yeah. Don Eladio's discreetly one of my favorite characters in Breaking Bad.
Oh, I love Don Eladio. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, wait. No, wait. Hang on. Am I getting Don Eladio confused? I mean, Don
Don
Eladio
is the one at the very top.
Okay, yeah. I am getting Don Eladio confused. I like Don Eladio. He's a fun character for the little bits we see him. But I really love the guy underneath him, the, like, failure of a scheming shit.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I prefer Don. I'm trying to think of the other guy's name.
Well, I specifically love the scheming character who does not realize that he is not only horribly
played.
That he himself is the tool in somebody else's scheme, but further than that, like, just doesn't realize how much of a jobber he is, right?
Oh, okay.
It's a highly specific archetype, the chess master who does not realize he is not nearly as smart as he thinks he is, right?
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Fucking
yeah,
kitchen
sure.
again!
Really? It's always the kitchen or the hallway.
Yeah, on Tanglewood, it is always the kitchen.
Like, have we ever gotten the bedroom on this map? Ever? I don't think we've gotten it once.
No, it's kitchen, hallway, garage. That's about it.
Yeah, it's never been the main, the bigger bedroom that's got the bathroom attached to it.
Son of a bitch, 43.
Yeah, 43, although I do see a thrown photo here.
Well, it's going to inevitably walk back and forth between the kitchen and the dining room.
Yeah, I'm just trying to distinguish precisely. I guess it doesn't really matter. They're so close together.
But what was I... Yeah, who is it? The goof that, Gus is in the phone call with.
Yes, when he's getting killed, right? When everyone's getting shot up.
Yeah, that goof.
Yeah. That's the one you're talking about, right?
Yeah. What's his name?
I'm trying really hard to think of what the character's name is. I'm drawing a blank, and I've seen that show like 5 times through.
And it's like, he's, the other role of significance he has, he's the one that Nacho takes hostage in that one scene.
Yes! Yeah, that's right. Yep.
And again, it's like, this guy's such a brony, who even cares if he lives or dies?
What's funny is I never even thought about it that way. You're right that he's really kind of not good at his job. Like, I was so used to the character being treated with respect by, you know, everyone but Gus. And I never really stopped to think about the fact that, well, really, he's kind of inept.
Yeah.
He's always like, well, Gus, you don't want to piss off Don Eladio, and Gus is like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah, Gus doesn't respect him. Like, realistically, why should he be respected? Because he's in
Yeah.
Don Eladio's vicinity. But beyond that, like, the character acts like he's so much smarter than Gus, and it acts like he's outwitting Gus. Like, ah, yes, Gus, we know about your little vengeance feud with the Salamancas. Trust us
Right.
that when we say that we have you under control, you will do no such thing. And Gus is just like, yeah, bitch, okay.
Sure. Yeah. Sounds good
Keep
to
on
me.
yapping.
It's gonna bother me that I can't remember that guy's name. It feels like it's right on the tip of my tongue. They don't say it a lot. Like, Gus is like, oh, I have to go talk to him or whatever, but I can't
He
remember what
doesn't
the
live
name
long
is.
in Breaking Bad.
No, he really doesn't.
He probably
Like-
honestly he probably has more scenes in Better Call Saul.
I think he does, because I'm trying to think. Gus is introduced, obviously, anyone who hasn't seen these shows, skip, because spoilers, but Gus is introduced almost
It
at the
really
very end of
wasn't a
season-
spoiler for me to say for us to say that he dies in that phone call because of just how insignificant he is.
Yeah, I mean, we just got done building up how much of a, as you said, jobber he is, so fair enough. Gus appears near the end of season 2 and is gone at the end of season 4, so that means that he's only in 2 seasons to begin with, this jobber guy, and he's obviously only in a few times.
Yeah.
So, man, yeah, he's not in it much. Like, he's in it enough to show importance, and again, to have been named a couple of times, but God, it's bugging me that I can't remember his name. I was gonna. Oh, and then the other thing, just before I forget, not that it really matters too much, but yeah, the other character talking about whether they care about what the drug is, whether it's blue or not. There's a scene where another character whose name I don't remember, unfortunately. He's only in a couple episodes, so whatever. It's near the midpoint, I think, of season 5. Walt. Mike's trying to convince Walt, like, that's it, I want out, I want to sell everything we've got, and then we're out, and I'm making that decision for all of us. And, Walt's like, no, I have a better idea. And he goes over to this other drug dealer to buy him out. The other drug dealer's been peddling stuff and dyeing it blue. Okay, I just got startled by the ghost. The other guy has been,
you need to do
has been
drugs.
already? Okay, yeah, the ghost just approached me. I'm out, I'm coming now. But yeah, I think that's the scene. Either way, somebody says something about the color of the drugs, and the guy's like, blue, not blue. Who cares? They're meth addicts. They don't care. They're not gonna give a shit.
Yeah.
So,
is that the guy that is on the receiving end of the "What's my name" scene?
Yes, yeah, it is. You're correct about the scene and the character. I'm not totally 100% sure if that's where the line is that I'm thinking of. Actually, no, it's not. I know it's not now that I think about it, because Walt is mocking the guy for dyeing their product blue, and he wouldn't be doing that if they didn't care. He's dyeing it blue because he wants to compete with Walt. So there's someone else somewhere in the show who says, who gives a shit? It's meth. They don't care. And Walt's like, well, man, you got to care. It's artistry, though. You have to care about the quality of the product and so on and so forth.
Oh, writing.
Writing, good. Okay, all right. Wait, is that our first? That's not our first evidence, is it?
That's our first evidence.
Wow, okay. This one's been taking a while.
If we get freezing temps or ultraviolet,
Okay, I'm gonna go in there and check the temps again.
I'm gonna go in there and check the ultraviolet.
Alright, are you grabbing some salt?
Yep. But, oh shit, what is that guy's name?
The jobber?
Yeah, the jobber that's on the receiving end of the "What's my name"
Yeah.
scene.
Oh, that guy! I thought you meant the Gus underling guy.
No, well, that one's also bothering me still, because I could swear I had his name memorized, but...
I agree with you. Yeah, and the Gus jobber, he will have 2 names. He'll have like a formal, like, whatever, like John Ramirez type of thing, because he's an important character in the chain.
Yeah.
So he'll have a full name, and we should know it. But
Juan Bolsa.
Well, hey,
Juan Bolsa.
Juan Bolsa. You are entirely correct. Yep. I knew one of us knew it. I knew it. Juan Bolsa, 100%.
Yeah, and now I'm stuck on who's the name of the guy that's on the receiving end of the "What's my name" scene.
Now we'll have to try and figure that one out. Oh man, that one I don't think I'll be able to remember. I've only heard it. I don't even know if they say it in the show. If they do, it's only in passing, I think.
He has
like,
a
hey, I'm
real
gonna meet
odd...
with so-and-so.
Ultraviolet!
Yeah,
Ultraviolet!
Oh no!
Oh boy! Where's the thermometer? 42. Okay.
Okay so far.
Okay.
Well.
Oh boy. Ooh, fuck. Okay, that leaves Poltergeist, Demon, or Myling.
Yeah, I'm assuming the temperature would have got to freezing by now. We've been in here about
Ooh,
10
okay,
minutes, 15 minutes.
We do have double crucifix coverage.
That's good.
Let's put this other crucifix where I can clearly see it.
Yeah, that's also a good idea. Although last time we had a crucifix burn, Pink and I saw it glowing after the fact. So that might be so you can see it in the dark. I don't know if that was a glitch or not, though. I honestly don't.
Okay. Where do we go from here?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
It's not dots, not gorbs. It's either spirit box, EMF, or freezing.
Spirit box, EMF, or freezing. Okay, do we have an EMF in here?
I could have swore I brought one in. We do. It's right here on the table.
Okay.
I'll put it more towards the center of the room.
Next time one of us goes out, maybe the other one can do the spirit box?
Yeah, let me do that.
Okay, then I will head out.
I was heading out.
Oh, I thought you wanted to do the spirit box.
Not this time. I'd rather not lose the money.
That's fine. Alright, I will turn off the light.
Son of a bitch. What was that character's name?
What? What's going on?
I'm trying to recall the character's name.
It's something weird like Gensen? Like, I know that's not, but it's something kind of weird like that. Sort of like a quirky sort of name. You can look it up if you... Oh, crucifix, okay, alright.
Oh, boy! We have 80 sanity, it's Demon.
Okay, alright, alright, fuck this.
Pull out, go. It's Demon, go,
shit.
go,
it's
go!
Throwing stuff around too, it's angry, I'm getting out of here, fuck that. Oh, shit, I was not expecting that crucifix to go off. Yep. Wow. Alright, then.
So anyone want to go in anyone want to go in and detect the paranormal sound with a parabolic microphone?
You know what? I will take, since we have so much, I will take some med. Oh shit, that's right though. He can do this anytime, but it's a super rare chance of do anytime. You want to do it?
Drugs too. I'll take drugs too, just to bring the average up.
Good idea. I put on one of the stupid headsets again by accident. I will go in there. I will take a picture of the crucifix as well, because that's a little bit more points too, and the microphone. Let's see. Okay, I have space for the microphone. All right, I'll wait till our sanity goes up to, yeah, right about 100. We're getting pretty close there. Yeah, that was scary. You don't necessarily expect a crucifix to go off, let alone when it would be indicative rather of a demon.
Yeah, the overwhelming majority of our games, we never have a crucifix actually go off.
Yeah, it's only been like 2 or 3 times. Pretty fucking rare. I can turn the light back on at least. I don't have to do the spirit box now.
Yeah.
Okay, crucifix and let's see, yeah, microphone.
His name was like Francis something or other.
Francis something. Oh, the character.
Yeah.
Are you sure it was Francis? I'm thinking of a D word, like Deacon, Francis Deacon.
Was it? No, it wasn't.
I think it was Deacon. I'm almost sure. Declan. It was Declan.
Declan, yes, Declan.
Yeah, we narrowed it down.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. I don't know if it was Francis, but I know it was Declan. I mean, it might have been both. I just remember the Declan part. A
character who has one iconic scene and then gets shot in the head by Jack.
Yeah, that's about right. He's only got 2 scenes in total, and the big one is the only one that really matters.
You cleared the challenge. Come on back.
Okay, I was hoping. I left anyway, perhaps preemptively, but I thought that I'd check before staying in there any longer than I needed to.
Circle Demon.
All right. It was fun. I mean, it was fun being spooked and having to run for my life.
It was fun being scooped. Huh?
Being scooped. I almost got scooped. I almost got disemboweled. Yeah, he was going to do some scooping, all right.
Scooping your brain out of your fucking skull.
Yeah. All right. You got him too, right?
Yeah, I circled Demon.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, again, you know, it's already kind of spooky when the crucifix goes off by itself. But again, when you know that that means that it's the demon, you know, when that's indicative of the demon, then it's like, you know, okay, that's it. I'm not playing around. I'm out of here.
Yep.
What where's our sanity right at about 80?
Oh yeah, yeah. I I
Wow.
I I saw the. I looked at the camera and saw a cross burning. I looked over the sanity monitor, 80.
Okay. So he took essentially the first, like, not even essentially. He took the first non-rare opportunity to hunt that he could have.
We get that
Like he
every
was
time with
not
the demon.
waiting.
The demon always
Has it
wants
been
us.
every time?
Every time that we enter the demon's hunt threshold, it goes.
Wow. Okay.
It has no subtlety. Like in a
Yeah.
way, the demons like in the same category as Wraith, were like it's the fastest hunt because like you can immediately know. Oh, like okay, well that's clearly demon.
Yeah.
But
Usually by the time you find out, it's too late.
out of the two, I certainly prefer the Wraith's whole thing of just like, well, we've covered the whole ghost room in salt, and there's none of them have been touched, so it's Wraith.
As
Little
opposed to, you know, dying.
Yeah.
The alternative, which is just instant death once you hit 80.
Yeah, well, it's in the first 3 minutes and Pink is dead, so I think we have a good idea of what ghost it is.
Did we even get the cursed object in that room? We didn't, did we?
Oh, fuck it, who cares?
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I just now realized that, wow, we didn't even... Wow, yeah.
What?
Normally we have more time. What?
Why is it we always get demon on fucking Tanglewood or Willow?
I don't remember the last times we got demons, so I'll just trust that that's what we had. I don't remember that. I would not be able to remember the last... Well, wait a minute, no, because... Oh, yeah, Tanglewood was the one where... No, which is the one... It was a demon that hunted you when you were in the basement, right? The famous time where
That
the ghost like this
was...
beeline... Was that not the demon?
That was Edgefield or Ridgeview.
Yeah, that's why why I don't remember any other one but that one as being the demon. I know we've had him since then, but that's the only time that I remember him like being super aggressive and killing one of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's, other than that, like, generally speaking, like, we just tend to get a lot of bad luck of just like, alright, big map, we've got Shade.
Yeah, that's happened to us several times. Oh no.
Small map, we
believe it.
have Thay.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, we did have Thay last time we were on this, didn't we?
We definitely got nuked by a hyper-aggressive, one of the hyper-aggressive ghosts on Woodwind. I think we've
We've
been nuked by hyper-aggressive ghosts on Woodwind several times, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
This is the worst possible map to get a hyper-aggressive ghost.
Yes, it is.
On the other hand, not a terrible one for a passive ghost, honestly.
Hard to find, but otherwise, yeah, not too bad of a deal.
Yeah. Crucifix. Alright, generator's probably gonna be in the same spot. Yeah, the generator. I think this is the only map
Yeah,
where
this
the
one's
generators...
always... Yeah, this one is always the same spot. It used to be that way for the big one, too, I think. No, the big one always had two different spots.
— 50 degrees.
Oh, I love the sound of the rain on the tent. Yeah, 50 for me as well.
Not a lot of lights to worry about turning on in this map either.
Yeah, that's one good thing, that's true. And the fire takes up a lot of the need for a light, so that's good.
Which, yeah, I can... Well, first of all, let's check to make sure the ghost isn't haunting the campfire area itself. It's
yeah,
not.
that's so confusing when it does that. That is good. Yeah, I'm getting 50 everywhere so far.
Yep.
I think I just yanked down the tent door or whatever and pulled it back up in one single motion.
Talent.
Yeah, it kind of is actually. There's been times I've tried to get the damn thing back up and couldn't.
Oh, there's a snowman in here enjoying a meal. Okay,
He's camping himself.
I forgot
What?
wintertime is not great for the outdoor maps.
Say what about the outdoor maps? What'd you say?
I forgot wintertime is not great for the outdoor maps.
Oh, wintertime. Yeah, I hadn't even thought about that. Well, I mean, it's rain. Has it? Can we ever get snow on this map? I guess I don't see why not.
42
I
back
mean,
here.
That's the coldest so far. I'm only getting like 48s and 50s.
43.
Where?
Yeah, it's really kind of specifically this little passage right here. 40.
38 for me. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
that's
good
getting
enough.
cold
Throw
over
down the
here.
crucifix. I'm gonna put down a thermometer. Alright, time to start ferrying shit back and forth. I'm gonna light up the campfire just for the extra lighting.
Okay. I guess I'll turn off this tent light over here. We don't need that and the bathroom on.
Let's see, do we have a candle challenge? We do. Okay, I'll grab a candle then.
Ghost event.
Oh, I see him right there. I'm looking right at him.
Wow.
Not even like any special effects. It's just the ghost.
You're right, yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah,
now we
I
probably both
don't
need
usually
to do
see him
drugs.
like that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let me go back and check. I'll grab an item as well.
I'm gonna put a candle down. Like so. That motherfucker better blow it out. He owes us money.
He owes us money. Yeah, we're already about 80.
Yeah, ghost event will do that.
Yeah. I'm bringing in, let's see, the book and... Yeah, I guess at the moment just the book.
I'm bringing camera and dots.
Okay. I guess I didn't need to keep the thermometer on me. I shouldn't have. 41.
There we go. That's not a terrible dots placement. It's not great, but we're in the great fucking outdoors, so not much I can do.
Pickings are kind of slim.
Okay, let's see.
I'm putting a book right next to the thermometer, or I'm sorry, next to the crucifix.
Oh, I should get some motion sensors down so we can get an idea of where the ghost is actually moving, if it's moving at all.
Right. I'm going to deposit a spirit box and also bring the dots, or I'm sorry, not the dots, the EMF.
Alright, 2 sensors set up.
Your character kind of waddles. Their shoulders kind of dip back and forth.
Yeah, I've noticed that when you're walking forward while holding an object, like the hips move unnaturally.
And then I give credit to the developers. They paid the most attention to what needs it, but it's still funny.
I really do think that on some level, like, the derpy character animations probably go back to when this was just a single developer game. And
Yeah.
they probably decided to keep it that way, keep the animations this way, because they're just lovably stupid.
Yeah, they're part of the game's charm, I think, for sure.
Yeah.
They're right up there with the apostrophe for the ghost huntin', the shortened ghost huntin' nonsense.
Holy Jesus God, this is going to be one where it's going to be hard to track. This is one of the great issues with this map, is that it's hard to track the ghost's movement.
Yeah,
in terms
it
of roaming,
really is.
where is it stopping, right?
Not only that, but there's not a whole lot of stuff you can put the motion detectors on.
No. Let's try this, and then... Boom, right here, maybe? That can get... Yeah, that's probably good enough. That's a solid line they'd have to pass through.
I think so.
Do you have UV on you when you're setting salt, or are you just doing it for
No,
pictures?
see, I forget again. I really should start making a habit of that.
Yeah, I think it's a inherent, like, difference in the mentalities. When you see salt, you think pictures. When me and Pink see salt, we think UV.
Well, to be fair, the UV is the more important. That's the wiser way of going about it. I'm just so used to not doing it that way, and I need to get in the habit.
Holy fuck me, goddamn! What is this? Is such a terrible map for salt.
Yeah, it's hard to see for one thing.
This, oh god, the outdoor maps are so fucking bad for UV.
They're bad for everything. That's why I hate these fucking maps.
Certainly a challenge.
Yeah.
Okay, well, none of the salts have been touched, but on this map, who the fuck knows if that means Wraith or not?
Yeah.
It did pursue you outside of its little area, though, when it did that ghost event, so maybe Wraith?
Yeah. I was wondering about that myself. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna go back to the truck and check the Wraith's evidence types. We might have to just start clearing them out.
Okay. Eventually you want to do some meds. It's up to you. I already did some myself.
Oh, I need to do drugs, yeah.
Yeah, you're at about 70.
Holy God in heaven.
It's going through the motion detector.
Oh!
But not the salt.
Oh, okay.
From what I can tell, there's one salt I can see. I'll head out there again with the UV.
I'm heading out with an EMF and a book.
There's one EMF on the ground, for whatever that's worth. I turned it on, threw it on the ground, on like the carpet or out there, whatever it is.
None of the salts have been stepped in.
Oh, wow, okay.
Leave this EMF here. Book. Okay, that's where the one book is. I'm gonna put another one right here on the floor.
I'm gonna grab some more salt. I want to line. Well, let me check
Well,
the
this is the
temperature
last of the
again just to
salt.
make sure. Oh, that's the last of it. Okay.
Yeah.
35. That's definitely the spot.
35, though, it might not be freezing temps unless the ghost is moving a ton.
Yeah.
This
I'm
map,
checking
we
temp
really need to set
nearby.
up multiple cameras. I'm going to set up a second camera.
Okay.
Going to set up another dots, too, just to get... So
Now, the 35 is following me all the way around to where those tents are.
yeah,
I mean,
that's
to
what I'm
where
going
the
to be setting
tent
up.
openings are. Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotcha.
I'm going to be setting another camera over there.
Yeah, like
Unfortunately,
from
the lighting
right
coverage
here,
of this part is terrible.
Yeah, it really is. It really, really is. Makes it easier to see the dots, though.
Yeah. Should probably put another crucifix over there, though crucifix coverage on this map's pretty poor, too.
Yeah, everything's pretty poor on this map.
Oh my god, you couldn't have got a clearer shot of the ghost, and the corkboard is nonetheless like, nah.
Really?
Yeah.
Took like 2 shots. Did neither of them counted?
Oh, no, wait, okay, that was the second shot. One's
Okay.
a lot clearer than the other, though, and that's not the one that counted. Go figure.
That's so silly. I guess it's the first one that you get. Maybe I got the blurry one first.
Are you here? Are you here? Are you here? Are you here? Can we help? Can we help? Are you here? Can we help? Can we help? Spirit box.
Oh, good, good.
Let me put another crucifix down here next to the dots.
We now have our first piece of evidence.
Hey! Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, brother.
Yeah, that eliminates like 8 ghosts.
Don't look him in the mouse either.
In the mouse?
Yeah.
It's like I said before, how I can't say Eris with the TH. I cannot make myself hear it as anything but a lisp.
Basketball. Well, it is walking through those... Hang on.
Yeah, quite a bit, actually.
Hang on, is it stepping
Back
in
and
the
forth.
salt, though? Because it...
Last I checked, it hadn't.
Did my slow ass move? It's not setting off any of the fucking salt.
Very good chance it's a Wraith. Let's see, have we ruled it out yet? By that one piece of evidence we have? No, it could still be Wraith. Wraith is still in play.
I almost wonder with this screwy placement on the map, like, if it was a tent, I'd be less apprehensive. I almost feel like just guessing Wraith and leaving.
I would say let's give it a few more minutes, but otherwise I think that's a very strong possibility. As much as it's moving around, I think there's a very good chance it's Wraith.
Let's see what other evidence types there are for Wraith. Spirit, EMF, and dots.
We haven't gotten dots. I mean, obviously we haven't gotten EMF either, but... In fact, the EMF hasn't gone off at all since I've been out here. Not once.
It's not been doing anything.
No, it hasn't.
We
It's been
got
walking.
one ghost event, and that was it.
Yeah, other than that, you wouldn't even know Ghost is here.
Yeah. Which, boy, that would suck. A ghost that does nothing except every, like, couple of hours, someone sees the ghost just suddenly manifest in a very plain, not at all ethereal form as a standing corpse with a hatchet going, oh.
Yeah. That's about what we're dealing with. That's all we got. Yeah, I'm not getting freezing temperatures either. Still above. No, let's see. No footprints. Nope, no footprints there. The salt on the way like into the corridor, like where the two like corridors
Dots!
meet. Oh, yep, I just saw him. There he is.
Fuck it, it's Wraith.
Okay, yeah, let's go Wraith. Fuck it, I'm fine with that. If we get it wrong, we get it wrong.
If we get it wrong, we get it wrong. Yeah. I don't give a
Yeah.
shit.
Well, what's the other one we'd be waiting for with Wraith?
EMF. And
Okay, yeah, that's...
And there's like nothing in the area to interact with.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's right. I forgot that it has to interact with something. Yeah, there's barely anything it could do out there.
All right, I've circled Wraith.
Yep.
Let's
I
get
think
the
it's
fuck out of here.
Good a guess as any. Very informed guess. If we're wrong, I won't be astonished, but I'm pretty sure we got it. Took him a while to go through those damn dots.
If we're wrong, then it'll put the fear of God into those exorcists.
We were right.
Yeah. I was just very confused. Like, we know the ghosts in this area. The salt.
Mm-hmm. He was doing a lot of walking around.
It's not as easy to confirm that shit on an outdoor map. Jesus.
It's hard to honestly do just about anything on an outdoor map.
Oh, speaking of salt, I just unlocked tier 2 salt.
Nice, nice. I'm looking forward to it. That'll be really cool. We won't have to do any more of this. Okay, put one there and then make sure one's close to it. Don't want to miss a step.
Only 2,500 upgraded as well. That's one of the cheaper upgrades.
Yeah, aren't they normally like 4 or 5?
Yeah.
Okay. While you're mentioning that, I should unlock my... what did I unlock? The lighter, I think, is all I got. Let's see. Yeah, only 500 for the lighter. That's good.
Yeah, it's dirt cheap. Which is not a huge upgrade either, so it makes sense.
Yeah, true enough. I got the cash cow achievement for spending $50,000. Works for me.
I think I passed that a long time ago.
Yeah, I'm guessing you did.
Alright, so the only tier 1 gear we're left with is the firelight, which we should be coming up on soon, the headgear, who cares, the motion sensor, that'll be a nice upgrade when we get that, and the sanity medication, which we've already unlocked tier 2 sanity medication, I just haven't paid for the upgrade, because it's...
Oh!
Who gives a shit?
I didn't realize that we had it already.
Yeah, but all it does is speed up the speed at which it restores the sanity.
Oh, okay. It's already pretty fast. It's only like maybe 20 seconds to go up, I think.
Oh, what the?
What?
Okay. I was curious, like, how the hell could the headgear upgrade, right? How the hell could that possibly work?
What difference could it make? Yeah.
Okay, tier 2 headgear, instead of being a camera strapped to your head, is a flashlight strapped to your head.
Oh, shit.
Tier 3...
So you don't need to carry the camera anymore, or the flashlight anymore.
Yeah, and it is clarified, though, to be equivalent to the tier 1 flashlight, so pretty poor.
Oh, okay, that's a big difference, actually.
Still, better to go out with that than just, like, with... If you still want to carry 3 pieces of gear, it's still better to go with that than no flashlight at all.
Yeah, I mean, since it doesn't take up a spot, there's no reason not to go in with it, and then anytime, like, let's say, for example, you find the ghost room, okay, I'm dropping everything, including the flashlight, I can still find my way back.
Yeah, whereas the tier 1 headgear, it's just a derpy camera you throw on your head, and you're just kind of wasting the time of whoever's at the monitor.
Yeah,
like,
basically.
Do I really need to see what you're seeing? Not really.
Yeah, it's a fun idea in theory, but obviously we have not really put it to any necessary use.
And here's the thing. Tier 3 headgear is night vision goggles.
Oh, shit. Okay. Wow. That could really come in handy. Yeah, for sure. Fucking go in Sam Fisher.
Yeah.
Nice. I guess that's a far way away, isn't it?
Yeah, level 82.
Oh, God. Okay, so only twice where we're at. Wow. That's like a 50-hour upgrade right there.
On the bright side, at level 45, the tier 2 Oh.
I'm sorry. I love it. I can only shrug.
I don't hate it, but every time it's intimidating, because every time it's something. Like,
Hmm.
there's never a mundane trip to the asylum, right?
No, there really isn't. Yeah, there's always something noteworthy going on, and often it's bad.
Yeah, like,
Getting
Tanglewood, we've had some
lost, not
pretty
finding the
mundane
bone.
hunts in Tanglewood and Willow where it's just like,
Yeah,
okay, it's this ghost, we leave.
yeah.
Like, it's part of what's fun about the design of this game is that there's almost like a high risk, high reward to the small maps. But the big maps, it's just like, well, on one hand, if it's a dangerous ghost, we're not super fucked from the jump. However, if it's a passive ghost, it's gonna be a long one.
Yeah, that's the worst. Honestly, in a big map like this, I'd rather die quickly than just have to spend an hour with nothing happening.
Yeah, let me see. Security
Oh my god.
cams, are we
Oh,
getting
sorry,
gorbs?
what is this, the level 2? This is... Oh, that's the salt. Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
it's a
How
canister
neat.
of salt. It contains
I like
3
it.
lines of it. 3 lines.
Nice. Very cool. I like the object. All right, I see you doing the perpetual motion bird
Yeah.
clicking on the mouse.
Bonk,
That's so
bonk,
funny.
bonk,
Yeah,
bonk,
yeah, you
bonk.
you literally are. You're bashing the keyboard with your face.
Well, at the very least, it doesn't seem to be haunting any hallways. Going by Gorbs, at least.
It's tough though because sometimes the gorbs take like maybe like a minute, maybe sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
They're not always immediate. I mean, not to discourage you from checking by all means, but it seems like sometimes they do take a while. They're the fastest evidence, but I don't think that they're always immediate.
Oh, god damn it, it's in the same room it's always fucking in.
Is it? I
That
cannot
furnace,
fucking
the
see the
furnace
thing on here.
room, the furnace room way, 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 way in the back.
On which side? Like the
The
middle? That big long room in the middle at the top?
So that big long room in the middle, you go to the northeast corner of it, the top right
Oh my
corner of it.
god. Okay, so what I'm looking at then is it's like a little tiny, like brighter white line up in the
Yeah.
upper right hand corner. That's what it is. Okay. I don't know how you can make that out. You
Oh
must,
no,
I
wait,
guess
not excuse me, not the white line. The room that is to the northeast of it, the top right. Do you see that particularly bright room with the 2
this room
blocks?
looks kind of like it's like a yellow E basically. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in there.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
furnace
I
room.
think I see it. Okay, yeah,
And
it's at the bottom
you can
of that,
see the
isn't
2
it?
big furnaces in the room are forming the divots in the E, right?
That's what that is. Okay, yeah, I follow.
Okay, it seems like it's always in the furnace room.
It actually often is. Yeah, now that I know what room you're talking about, I've definitely seen it back there several times. You're right.
Okay, well I'm gonna be.
Do you want to go for it or should I?
This time you should go for it so that you can know where it is, because that room has tripped you up a bunch in the past.
It has. That's not a bad idea.
Please let it be the lobby or something for once on this fucking map. It's it always, like, this one is the one where like, we always complain that it always goes for like lobby or entrance hallway on every other map. This
Right.
map is the one where it never chooses that. It is always consistently one of the asylum rooms.
Yep. And we want it to not be for a change.
Yep, I'm gonna fuck it. I'll check the basement, even though the basement's kind of a death trap.
Depending on the ghost. Because again, if we happen to get a shade or some shit, we're in the clear.
Well, we're simultaneously in the clear and also in trouble at the same time.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't help that there effectively are no lights in the basement.
Oh, are there not? Really?
I don't think there really are. Oh, there's a light switch here, but this is for a singular room.
Okay, I'm in the morgue, so I guess I did already get thrown.
Oh, boy.
Damn it. Oh, wow, there's a little dining room just off of the morgue. That's creepy.
They're eating the fucking patients!
I mean, it's like one room. There's like a big. That has to have been the room. Let me go back. Anyway, yeah, there's like a big room and then a morgue to the right, and then a quaint little dining room to the left. It's kind of creepy.
They are eating the patients! At some point, the orderlies just got together with the warden. They were saying, like, man, can you believe the prices on groceries nowadays? Yeah. What if we just start eating the patients? Hey, this guy's onto something.
Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, the other day I was watching old Tom down in cell B3's ass, and I was looking at his ass, and I was like, man, I'm hungry.
You know, it happens. Happens to the best of us.
I'm thinking I need some Tom chili.
Are you still in the basement? You didn't happen to leave, did you?
I'm checking the west wing of the basement, yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying to fucking figure out where the hell because again I'm a pair. Okay, wait. I think all right. This is very screwy. Yeah, I found it. Okay, I see where I messed up now. I get it. All right, lights are back on for whatever it's worth. Wow, this literally is a boiler room.
Yeah.
Huh? Like actual like Titanic style boilers. Weird.
You mean that place where the captain shot somebody and we can't prove he didn't?
You can't prove it wasn't Cthulhu.
Yeah.
You don't know. You weren't there. You can't say it's not true.
I can't prove the boat didn't hit Cthulhu with its ass, and the captain saved everybody like a hero. But then they went and lived in Atlantis, and so we never heard about it, and we just assumed they all died.
You can't say there's not an Atlantis. You don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Can't say that Elvis isn't there. You don't know.
Elvis and Tupac. Elvis and Tupac and Kennedy, both of the Kennedys actually.
Oh yeah, Robbie and Bobby. They were playing cards with Elvis and Tupac.
Chris Benoit after Kevin Sullivan did all that.
Can't prove he didn't.
Oh, there's actually a corpse of a chick in the morgue. How about that?
Oh, is there really?
Yeah, that's been pulled out of one of the corpse holding slots.
Oh, crazy! I've been in the morgue before, and I don't remember seeing a body in there. I guess I just missed it. I don't know how, because I like that room. I've looked it over. But
the corpse
I guess
is
I did.
rotten and like riddled with flies.
Oh, maybe I don't remember it being where you described, though obviously I believe you, but I do remember seeing the corpse that you're talking about. Now that I think about it, I remember the flies.
West wing of the basement is clear. I'm going back upstairs to probably do drugs.
I'm upstairs now. I will go in and check the sanity. I'm right in the lobby.
We're probably pretty bad.
There's a good chance. I mean, it's a bigger map, but yeah, there's a good chance.
Well, this map, even like, what I remember is that the asylum is specially built so that the lighting is deliberately designed to be bad in such a way that it never negates sanity drain, only slightly lowers it.
What do you mean by it doesn't negate?
So when you turn on the lights in the living room in Tanglewood and you just sit in the living room in Tanglewood, sanity drain is just negated.
Oh, prevents it. Yeah, I gotcha. I see. The way you phrased that, I thought you meant. I thought you meant, for example, that if you use like pills, it'll. I don't know. I understand you now. I misunderstood.
Yeah, and the gimmick is the asylum. Even once you turn the lights on, sanity loss is not negated. It's just kind of somewhat slowed.
Yeah. It's slowed, but in other words, it's slow. The decay rate is lower for the big map than the decay rate would be if you're in the dark in a smaller map.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Rules for nurses. All nurses must ever remember that Sunny Meadows Mental Institution for the care of mentally sick persons who are not always responsible for their acts or words and whose welfare is always first to be considered, that the patients are always to be treated kindly. No restraint is to be applied except in extreme emergency without the knowledge and consent of a medical officer. In case of any difference arising between patient and nurse, the nurse is licensed to kill and consume the patient.
Did it say that?
No, do not try to argue or use force, but send for the chief nurse or other officer who will decide what shall be done. In case of an altercation between patients, and blows have been exchanged either with fists or some other weapons, or when a patient may have been pushed to the floor, the nurse shall immediately call a physician who will make an examination to determine what injuries may have resulted. The patients shall be bathed at least once a week so that they can retain the maximum degree of taste. No, are as much as much oftener as is necessary. Okay. No patient shall be bathed in the same water used for another. Extreme care must be taken, and nurses or officers must be present whenever a patient is bathing, using the boilers Or using the toilets, excuse me. They probably shouldn't be allowed near the boilers.
Now it's getting in your mind. Now the whole idea of them cooking and killing people is like actually like literally it's subliminal now for you, subconscious rather.
All male patients shall be shaved once a week, and those who attend chapel exercises will receive an extra shave on Saturday.
Interesting. That's actually really well written. Interesting little bit of lore, and I have one over here by me. Actually, it's danger signals. And the danger signals plaque begins with I try, but I can't sit still. It says, twitching and fidgeting, constant making faces, stammering and improper breathing, biting fingernails, walking aimlessly, making sounds, overly loud actions, aggression to others, rocking, and other nervous mannerisms are mental danger signals. And then in capital letters, see the doctor for special treatment. And then there's a doctor's signature down there at the bottom.
All right, I can confirm neither of the hyper gore rooms are the rooms.
I like it when they are. I like the hyper gore rooms.
To steal a line from Matt, one of those rooms looks like Kinshiro killed a patient.
Yeah. That's what we were saying.
Like, it's not just blood everywhere. It's the fact that there's just ambiguous gore, meat in the corner.
yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, parts you can't distinguish.
I'm reminded of, in the Fallout games, there are a few parts of the maps in each of the Fallout games where you're fighting cannibals or other intelligent creatures like super mutants that eat human meat. And an object that you can find on those maps, a container that can be looted, is human meat sack.
Meat sack. So does that mean it's a sack of human meat, or it's a sack made of human meat? Probably both.
It's a sack of human meat, trust me. It's like a fishnet full of human meat. And as you can imagine, while it does have the chance to contain things like money or other things a person might have in their pockets, it mostly contains human meat.
Yeah, I would think so, to get that description.
And it's one of those delightful video game things of like, okay, but why did my protagonist bother to check this? I think there might be pocket change in that human meat sack.
You never know. Alright, East Wing on the main floor is negligible. Nothing going on.
Basement is cleared. I'm doing drugs.
The whole basement is clear?
Basement is cleared.
Shit. Okay, then it must be upstairs in the West Wing, I guess. Or in those back rooms up north of the lobby, whatever. Go ahead. What were you about to say?
You'll probably want to go ahead and do drugs as well.
Shit. All right. Are you in the truck? Can you see that for sure?
I was just in the truck, and you looked like you were low 70s.
Okay.
Have we checked the Satanic Church of the Devil?
I think I did. You might as well give it another try. I was in there. I know that I got the
68.
Okay, yeah, I thought so. I took a picture of the voodoo doll. I think I might have tested the temperature then. The voodoo doll's in a neat spot. They're always up there by the podium or whatever it is, but the voodoo doll's like surrounded by blood. It's pretty neat.
Meh.
Yeah, we never talked much about Shutter Island, other than to say that I enjoyed it. We didn't really talk much about it because we moved on to other things that day.
Yeah, that's a good movie, isn't it?
Yeah, I liked it. Apparently a lot of people consider it.
You watched it pretty recently, right?
Yeah, at this point, about a month and a half ago, something like that. Yeah, I very much enjoyed and appreciated the fact that once you know the twist, once again, folks, spoilers, don't listen to this if you plan on seeing Shutter Island. Once you know the twist, I like the fact that you can go back and see, like, several, in hindsight, major giveaways. My favorite actually being, it's subtle. I'm not sure if you even picked up on it. I don't know how many times you watched it. And you're a smart guy.
Oh, this is the room, 16 degrees. The room.
Okay, where are you at? Let's see.
Northwest corner.
Northwest corner. Okay, I'll turn
Not
around.
too far from the boiler room.
Let's see.
Let me put down the cross. Jesus Christos. Jesus Christos. Here.
I gotcha. Oh, unfortunately, I don't even have any other objects to put down, but now I know where to go.
Yeah. But,
okay.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty neat. I mean, the movie makes it pretty clear from the jump there's going to be a twist regarding Leo, but, like... I mean, I did like one of the neat little things. You're one of the most violent men I know. Or no,
Yeah, they
you're the
say that
most violent man I know.
Are you talking about near the end where he rides in the golf cart with Buffalo Bill?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
poor guy. Poor Ted Levine.
Ted Levine. They all give him these creepy. He played the supporting character in Moby Dick for a made-for-TV movie with Patrick Stewart, but that was like the only role I saw him in where he wasn't like ghoulish in some way.
Yeah, even that movie where his character is genuinely, a fairly reasonable guy. But up until the final twist, he's presented as being an unpleasant man.
Yeah, he's still like I mean even on the up and up, he's still unsettling. Like I
Yeah,
know about you. What's your deal, dude?
yeah,
Um, yeah, I also like that at the beginning, it's like, well, how come all these guards are here? Well, they're worried. It's like,
yeah.
okay, I get it now. Yeah, my favorite, again, it's very, very subtle, super subtle. There's a moment where DiCaprio, it's pretty early, he's questioning the nurses. Like, okay, do you remember the scene where they're like, yeah, there was a prisoner that went out to the bathroom, and we didn't notice they went out to the bathroom, and you didn't realize a prisoner went out and went to the bathroom or something. Oh no, a prisoner went out of his room, and the nurses are like, yeah, somebody was here, should have been watching or whatever, and the guy was like, well, I went to the bathroom for a few minutes, I didn't see. They're all like in sort of like a gathering room, like all the nurses are gathered together talking to Leo and Mark Ruffalo. Ben Kingsley's there, kind of overseeing it. Do you remember that scene at all?
Kind of, but not really. It's not one of the ones that stuck with me.
Exactly, that's just it. That's why I love it so much, actually, because the scene, it's just totally just a casual scene. It's just DiCaprio trying to get some clues. Mark Ruffalo's taking notes, and what stands out only on hindsight after you've seen the movie is DiCaprio at one point asked the nurses, like, okay, well, on this cell block or whatever, the prisoner who got away, like, who would have been in charge? And for the briefest of seconds, the nurse, the camera's on the nurse, and she looks over to her left. She looks off camera as if to hesitate, and she's like, doctor, whatever, the doctor that winds up being Mark Ruffalo, right? She
Yeah,
looks off camera, and then the camera then transitions or cuts then to Mark Ruffalo looking back in her direction. They don't share the frame, but you see her look in his direction, cut to him looking in her direction. And oh, it's so subtle that only when you've seen the movie you know that she's looking over to him like, am I supposed to say that it's you? And he's looking at
yeah.
her like, yeah, okay. Yeah, you never know that until you've seen the movie. And it's like, it's a knowing look between the doctor and his employee. And yeah, the first time you'd see the movie, you'd never put that together. You'd have no reason to think anything about it.
And
I love stuff like that.
that's a movie that's got a lot of fun actors that just do their jobs quite well.
Yeah, everyone in it was good. Ben Kingsley's always good. Mark Ruffalo's always good. All the supporting cast was good. Like everyone really pulled their weight. That movie was just a solid movie. I very much enjoyed it.
Yeah, shout out to Jackie Earle Haley. Only gets one scene, but it's a good fucking
Oh
scene.
yeah, I forgot about that. Poor guy is always playing a prisoner or a child molester. He was in the
To be
movie.
fair, when he plays Rorschach, Rorschach is a very different.
I forgot that he played that character. You're right. I still haven't seen that movie, but I know that character's supposed to be, as you said,
Which,
a lot different.
granted, uh, violence against children is very important to Rorschach's character, but Rorschach isn't the one perpetrating it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he got started in the movie. I think it was called Little Children. I
Yeah.
believe that's what it was called. Yeah, and he played a child molester in that. I remember there's like a famous scene where like the other parents are trying to kick him out of a pool, like a public pool, and he's like, like I did my time. Quit persecuting me. I'm just trying to enjoy the pool. You're a child molester, and everyone was like, oh, he was so good in it, which he probably was. I never saw it. Then he goes on to play Freddy Krueger, a child
Yeah.
molester.
Yeah, with the version, the Friday, not Friday, excuse me, the Nightmare on Elm Street movie where they said, hey, let's finally just cut all the subtext and make it just plain text that Freddy's a child molester.
Right, which is hilarious because so many people lost their shit over it, and like anyone who's familiar with the series, like you don't even have to have watched it since its inception, like I did. Like all you have to do is read a little bit about it, and Wes Craven was like, "Yeah, I wanted to do that," but they said no. They said that's a little bit too much. Let's just make him a murderer instead.
Wasn't it, they considered it too much because it was, like, too close in time to
It was similar to an orphanage that was accused of molesting all their kids. There was a trial that was actually ongoing, I think, when Nightmare was being written. It's a famous case, and I don't remember the name of it. The something Sunny. No, I'm thinking of Sunny Meadows because that's where we are right now. Yeah, it was some kind of it was a famous orphanage where a bunch of parents. It was like satanic panic. It was mass hysteria. They thought all their kids were being molested. If I remember right, it was proven that that wasn't the case. I think the people were cleared, but that was big in the news, and I remember that being blamed as one of the reasons why they didn't want to go ahead with it. It was like too. I don't know if it was like too close to home, too upsetting. They thought it would be unoriginal, something along one of those lines.
Yeah.
Oops, I need to grab another item. But yeah, Wes Craven, I think, like, if I remember right, like, came right out and said, yeah, I wanted this guy to be like a crazy child molester, and they went and set him on fire because fuck child molesters.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, fuck child murderers as well, but
Yeah.
molesting them, it's really sad that this is what society is, but it really does almost feel like murder is less shocking than the molestation of a kid. Because
Yeah.
murder happens all the time.
One could argue that some degree of murder is just kind of inherent to animal nature.
Oh, I never thought of it that way. You're right. There's a primal. I don't want to say like I don't want to sound like I'm praising it, but there's a primal honesty to it. Whereas molesting a child, there's like a real like derangement there. There's like a real disconnect between proper behavior.
Ooh, dots.
Oh, good.
There's a violation of trust. There's a violation of trust there. Well, there's a violation of trust in murder.
No, I know what you're saying though. Yeah, there's a deeper level of like psychological hurt that's happening when you molest somebody, especially a kid.
Yeah. I mean, especially in a case like Freddy's, where Freddy is supposed to be a worker at a school. There's supposed to be a fundamental societal expectation. Like, there is an inherent social contract when you are working with children, more so than anyone else other than, like, the parents or the police.
Yeah.
That you don't do that.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Which obviously people would be still pretty offended if it was some guy just off the street. But there's not necessarily that feeling of violation of a social contract that people expect to be in place and expect that you can trust your kids with someone who's working at a school, right?
Right. Yeah, the betrayal of trust isn't the same when it is just some rando.
Yeah. He set off all 4 motion sensors in a row.
Well, I mean, you put them there. There's no way not to. You put like a laser beam, like cross. What's the word?
I kind of wanted to, but just to be certain that he doesn't like accident. Like I want to be dead certain after that fuck up on Edgefield. I want to be dead certain. Like, we're not wasting the salt here. We're putting the salt to good use. But it was just hilarious to see from the truck of just like boop 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 boop. like he's on a piano being hit in a row.
Oh yeah, I can picture that.
Like, that wasn't an accident. It was still funny to see it actually happen.
Looks like I don't know. Oh, I just saw him walk through the dots, but you got dots already. There's the salt. It's pretty cool. It's like a salt I almost said hubcap. A salt speed bump.
Yeah. Let me.
Although, oh no, this salt actually went through the damn thing went through the ground again partially.
Yeah.
That's so good. I wish they'd quit that.
I'll just replace it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
All right, motherfucker, step in it.
I'm not really seeing a lot coming out of this room. I just realized I've been standing out there in the dark this whole time. I need to find my flashlight. I threw it down out here somewhere because I knew that I'd be able to find my way back, and now I have no flashlight to see very well.
Oh, between dots and freezing temps, it's only Urei or Oni. It can't be ultraviolet. We're wasting our time here.
What can it be? What is it? What's the other evidence have to be?
Can't be ghost writing, can't be ultraviolet. It's either EMF or Gorbs. Spirit Box is also wasting our time.
EMF or Gorbs, okay.
Well, one of those we can just do by going back to the truck. So let's just go back to the truck.
Yeah, I suppose so. And the EMF, for whatever it's worth, has not gone off, although, again, I don't think there's any...
Let's turn out the lights so we can get Gorbs.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Alright, if we get Gorbs, it's the Urei or the Oni. If we don't get Gorbs, then we know that it's the other one.
Okay.
We don't even need to come back with EMF.
Yeah, and the EMF has not gone off at all the whole time that I've been in there. I've been in there several minutes, and it's never even been a blip.
I'm glad the game recognized that we're talking about something else, so it threw us a softball ghost. Holy shit, it's 2:30 a.m. at night.
Yeah, for me it's 1:30, but yeah. Do you need to get out of here soon?
Well, I'm not being expected for anything, but I probably should try to avoid staying up too late at night just to fuck up, Gorbs.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, then we're
You're
done.
a...
All right. Let me mark it. Okay, marked.
If we wanted the extra $25, one of us could go and set a candle in there and get the ghost to blow it out.
Uh, let me see. What's our sanity at? Oh, it's good. It's still good. All right, I'll do it.
Yeah. But, yeah, that's, I thought it was really interesting with Shutter Island, like, the whole thing behind, the trauma for him coming back, right?
You mean like the story that led him to be there in the first place?
Yeah. Which, I mean, obviously one of the elements was Michelle Williams killing their children. But,
Right.
like, I mean, even going further back than that, like, Michelle Williams kills their children because he's socially distant, because he's got PTSD from being one of the first soldiers to witness a concentration camp, right?
Oh, see, I saw those scenes, obviously having seen the movie, but I didn't really put together that's why she did it. I just assumed she did it because she was just simply, mental. She was insane.
I think that there's a couple scenes, other flashbacks, where it shows that, like, he's distant and he's just drinking all day, and she
Oh,
kind of starts
you're
to
right. Actually, yes, you are completely right. I forgot about that exact scene. You're correct.
and
Yeah,
she
she
starts
confronts
to
him about it.
she starts to complain about it and all this, and that somehow leads her to kill their children.
So they both kind of got whacked out there.
Yeah, I think that's the idea.
Yeah, yeah, because whoa, Ghost came right up to me.
Wait,
I
wait,
mean, it
wait.
was just in the dots, but go ahead. What?
When did that movie get made?
2010.
Would Michelle Williams have not been filming that right after Heath Ledger's death?
Pretty close. Pretty close afterwards. Yeah, Heath Ledger was finished filming, or I'm sorry, rather, he died just before. He died at the beginning of 2008, so presumably that movie would have been filming. Shutter Island would have been filming in 2009. Yeah, pretty close.
So she would have gone straight from the very close from the death of her husband to filming a movie where her husband's character is socially distant and then kills her.
Yeah, apparently so. Yes. Yeah, that sounds about right. It
That
was a
sounds
small
awkward.
part, so yeah, I would think so. It was a small part, so she might not have she might have done another movie in between. She might have only been on Shutter Island for a few weeks, but it's hard to say. Sequentially, it would have been very, very soon after.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I know. I've wondered about that before. I can't think of any examples off the top of my head, but I know there's been movies to where what is it? That's right, Liam Neeson
Oh, hey,
in
blow out the
Got
firelight.
it. Okay, good. I'm on my way out. Liam Neeson, again, spoilers, folks, whatever. When it is revealed in The Gray that he is mourning the loss of his wife who died, that was filmed, I think, not long after his wife really died in real life. And man, I don't think
Ooh.
I would be shattered making a film like that or making a scene like that. That'd be really hard.
Especially under the way that she passed.
Yeah, violent, sudden skiing accident.
Yeah.
That's rough. You're everything's fine, no one's sick, you're having a good time on vacation or whatever, and then boom, oh yeah, your wife's dead. Sorry.
And, like, that one was such a brutal and sudden and just seemingly random cruel one that it became the thing for celebrity death hoaxes in the future to say X celebrity has died in a skiing accident.
Oh really? That's like a thing, huh?
Like, I remember when I was 13 or 14 years old, I got fooled because I saw him passing on a news site. Eddie Murphy dies in skiing accident.
Oh.
And then like an hour later, I found out, no, he actually didn't. But because that was such a random, horrible thing that happened to Liam Neeson's wife, I guess hoaxsters that run that kind of news site that's built to deliberately lie just to get clicks figured out, okay, well, if we report Eddie Murphy died of drugs out of nowhere, people wouldn't believe us. But
Yeah,
skiing is such a random, innocent thing, you know?
and it's also so violent that would generate curiosity. Like, oh wait a minute, how? Why? What happened?
Well, didn't Liam Neeson's wife, I'm forgetting her name right now for some reason.
I honestly don't remember it, unfortunately.
like, wasn't her thing, like, it wasn't necessarily immediately violent. Like, she struck a tree, and she was like, whatever, I didn't get hit that hard. I just feel like
Oh,
having
really?
a lot. What I heard, hang on. I could
She
swear
might
that
have.
I could swear the case was that she felt like she just said, whatever, I need a lie down. Let me go have a lie down. She went to sleep and she didn't wake up.
Oh, wow. That's almost worse.
Natasha Richardson,
That's
2009.
right.
Uh,
Holy shit, that was right after her death too. The Gray was in 2011.
and on March 16th, 2009, Natasha Richardson sustained a head injury when she fell while taking a beginner skiing lesson. At first,
She fell. That's so vague. Sorry, go on.
At first, she refused any medical help but complained of a severe headache about 2 hours after the accident.
Oh,
She was flown to Lenox Hill Hospital in New York, where she died 2 days later from epidural hematoma.
oh man. Yeah, that's rough. I mean, if she got back up and continued on for a little while, that's scary.
And an epidural hematoma is when bleeding occurs between the tough outer membrane covering the brain and the skull.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Often
basically.
there
Oh,
is
go on.
often there is loss of consciousness following a head injury, a brief regain of consciousness, and then loss of consciousness again.
Uh, yeah, I mistakenly thought that she went the same way Sonny Bono did. That it was just like boom, smashed into a tree, and that was it. Which again would also be bad.
Yeah. Well, one's a lot more fucked up because it's immediately like, oh my god, but afterwards it's like, oh well, she's fine. Who's wiped the sweat off the forehead?
Right? Yeah, you got that moment of thinking, well, things are fine. Things are gonna be okay. Wow, we dodged a bullet there.
Yeah.
That sucks.
And that sounds like a really disgusting one. Like that's one where it's like, even with the symptoms, like you'd be inclined at first to just go, oh, it's a concussion. Which
Right? Yeah, you don't think either.
concussions also aren't great, but football players and wrestlers have concussions all the time without killing them.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure it happens a lot more than I think, but I can't remember the last time I personally have heard of a concussion killing somebody.
Some fucking football players get a concussion practically every fucking game.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
God even knows what happens in rugby.
Oh God, yeah, yeah, no fucking equipment.
Like
Idiots.
rugby players, I've seen. There was one injury I've seen to a rugby player. I didn't even mean to, but I just happened to glance past it while I was looking at something else. It was a picture of a rugby player that had like the other player just like full force kicked into his shins or stomped onto his shins.
Oh,
And
yeah, okay.
yeah, whatever leg bone it is in the shin just came out of the skin.
The femur, no,
Yep.
yeah, the femur, yeah, the femur, and there's some other bone in there, I think. Yeah, that's
Yeah, the femur snapped in half and exited the
Ugh.
skin.
The shin, that's the shin bothers me. I don't shin's bad.
It's thin skin down there, so it's very.
Yeah.
If you get hit in the shin, it hurts.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's like basically bone with like the tiniest little flap of skin over it.
Hey.
Yeah, yeah, that's creeps me out even just thinking about it. Ugh.
All right, I've circled your A.
Yeah, I have as well. My clicker's now just delicately spinning in circles.
Yeah, very slowly, almost like she's been put on. Like she's found some kind of circular display shelf in a store, and she's pushed off whatever object was on there and has stepped onto it herself.
Are her feet even turning?
No!
Like is she moving her feet? Okay, that's what I thought. Now she's looking at the ceiling. I didn't make her turn. She's just eventually started looking up.
Well, now not only has she broken her spine, but whenever you're turned in towards the truck, her back
is out.
She's shooting outside of the truck.
That's what I thought.
Like, hang on. If I step outside with a flashlight, I bet I'm going to be able to see your head poking out the side of the wall.
Just occasionally sweeping out.
Yep. Every now and then I see your head just poke out of the wall like, zoop. Hello there. Hang on, I gotta go back in. Zoop.
That's very silly. I wouldn't have thought that the stupid controller issue would actually be funny.
Oh, yep, there you go again.
Oh, sorry, I made the character stop. Now she's going super fast. All right.
Like, if you go outside the truck and look right now.
Yeah, I see. I can see your flashlight, too. Yeah. This clipping is awful. Very funny. Yeah, it's actually even reflecting off the truck when you do that. That's interesting. Huh.
I hear the ghost in there setting off the motion sensors.
Oh, that's what I heard. You're right. Yeah, I was just hearing that too, and for some reason my mind didn't think to what it was. Now wait. Okay, now if I do this outside the truck, can you
Oh!
see me? You
Yeah!
can. Okay.
Okay, yeah, come inside.
I don't know why we never thought of trying that before.
Hooah!
Yep. That's so ridiculous.
Uh,
Just a torso and a neck and a head poking through. Nothing to worry about here.
bless this game.
Yeah. Hard to find fault with that.
Alright, I have circled Uri. Let's wrap this up.
Yeah, let's end this one. This one went pretty well. As far as the asylum goes, this was pretty uneventful.
Probably should go ahead and call it here so I don't fuck up my sleep schedule too bad.
Yeah, I mean, it is almost 3 o'clock now at this point for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good reasonable time. And Yuri it was. Not that we expect anything less. We haven't gotten a ghost wrong in a while, have we? It seems like it's been at least several sessions.
I think the last, like, 3 or 4 times that we've gotten a ghost wrong altogether, it has been Mimic.
I think you're right. I don't remember the last time that we got one wrong that was like, wait a minute, how did that get, like, whatever, like the first few times that we did it, and we were just gobsmacked as to how we possibly could have misconstrued the clues.
Yeah. Which, of
Yeah, I
course,
think
early
you're
on,
right.
for our, like, first 2 dozen games, we didn't understand how the spirit box worked, so we just routinely kept getting fucked by the spirit box.
Yeah, I mean, either my memory was bad, which I will always allow for that possibility, or they literally just changed it. And I think they did, because again, when we had before they made the changes, you could, when you only had one spirit box to pick from, you could throw it on the floor and just wander around, and if you were close enough within, like, the next room over, if it wanted to talk in the spirit box, you'd hear it just occasionally mumble something. And
Which it will still do that, but it seems a lot rarer than it was in your day.
I have honestly, I don't remember the last time I've
Me
heard
and
it do
Pink, I
that in our
think, both
games.
have heard the spirit box just go off on its own when left on
Okay,
the floor.
yeah, you have said that, and I do believe you. I haven't experienced it myself, but I believe you. So it must be, yeah, like you said, it must be really, really rare.
Alright, I'm gonna cut this recording. Later, folks.